Okay, welcome back to Wake Angel 2001's channel, where we're following up on the winning Fumina model kit. So as you can see, the model kit is basically two kits in one. You get your cute little Robo Girl, and you get your cute little chibi robot. So the robot separately is basically, some movement, like the arms have swivels, and there is a ball joint in that shoulder, so you get a little more outward movement, but you got to be gentle with it because this thing is meant to be dismantled, so you get a limited posability. You can also do this thing with his feet, so it looks like he's flying. And of course there are some accessories that this thing comes with, including a flight stand, which does it peg into the back of his skirt? Not really. I guess the flight stand is really more for their combined form, because the little dude can't use it separately. At least I'm not seeing any obvious way for him to do it. I guess now may as well be the best time for me to talk about the leftover parts. The sprue has a couple of those ball joint bits. They're made out of the more rubbery plastic that increases friction, normally used to make joints. There's extra hands, of course, mostly holding things hands to swap out so she could hold her weapons and accessories. And an extra skull, which I've attached a couple of sticker decals to, like if you want to change her eyes, but you'd have to dismantle quite a bit of the head in order to swap this expression out. So, not going to be doing that. And of course, the extra stickers that I didn't use. So, and I guess one more thing, the gun. Okay, so I just talked about the little dude's articulation, I talked about the extra accessories, let's talk about Fumina herself. I'm guessing her name is Fumina. Okay, so she actually has quite a lot of movement. Check out the expressiveness of her head, can move all around. Shoulders, pin disc, and they come out in like a butterfly joint thing for extra motility. Although it looks kind of disturbing from certain angles. Like from behind it looks weird, but from the front, like, hey, look at that. Double jointed elbows. This is actually a pretty well articulated figure. It's just that since it's a model kit, the plastic is light and thin, so you want to be really gentle. Like, she's posable, but don't go playing with her too roughly. There's a torso movement up here, and it's ball jointed. There's also waist movement, but I don't like it as much because you break the sculpt when you do so. She has hips. They move all about. And again, they feel like they have quite a bit of range, but I don't want to tempt the joints too much because like it's model kit plastic, not proper action figure plastic. Very nicely sculpted though. She has quite a nice little booty going on. They even sculpted on stretch lines on her little panties, because why not? She's got a thigh swivel right here, a knee that gets a very nice solid double bend, very nice solid double bend, so she is very flexible there. And there is, like a pseudo Figma joint that allows for quite a lot of ankle and foot movement. So the girl figure on its own is very well articulated and posable, just a bit fragile feeling, but that's to be expected from a model kit figure. So as long as you're nice and gentle with her, she'll do whatever you want. And when I swear I had no intention for that to sound dirty, but it came out sounding dirty, and for that I apologize. So there is one last gimmick that this little set does, and that is of course the big selling point. Gotta armor her up. Yeah. So let me refer to the instructions on how to get Fumina into her build fighter armor thing that we're gonna do. Tai! Here is their combined formation, which it's adorable. If alright, to all my cosplay fetishists, if you're into sexy robo girls, and this should be right up your alley. Kind of love how the Gundam's little feet and head sort of become like the jetpack. Like she has Like his head is literally just sticking out of her back, but it has little jet boosters here to justify itself. And then the feet have jet boosters sculpted in. And since their articulation still works a little bit, it'd be like, yes, by doing this, they're maneuvering. Yes, maneuvering thrusters. That's what they are. Thing is, like these things in her hand, in the little robot arms stick out of her shoulder pads, and they hold on to those star things. But the grip is a little bit loose, so they rotate around a bit. And she still retains her posability and articulation. You just got to be a little more careful now that all this is on top. So you can actually still get her arm in front of her armor. See, like it actually moves out of the way, so that's pretty cool. She has, like, it's really cool the way that everything is equipped and upgraded, and her armor does indeed have just enough moving parts so that you can get it out of the way for posing fun times. And this, of course, is where the flight stand kicks in, which I am now referring to the instructions to figure out where the chuffing heck it pegs in. And where the chuffing heck does this thing peg in? Oh, there it is. There it is. No, I'm not doing a gratuitous upskirt shot. I actually just legitimately found where the peg was. So yes, you can do that and have a very cute pseudo magical girl. Is it still a magical girl when it's all technological? And this, of course, is where the alternate hand comes in. Oh my, it would appear that I have... Yes, I did it. Oh, wait, no. Yes, she comes with both right and left hands. Was that in the shot? So swapping out a hand is pretty simple. You just pop it off the ball joint, stick the holding thing hand in there, and then the gun, and boom. Now you got your little magical girl holding a weapon. Of course, the gun is only the basic weapon. She does have a super extraordinary combined weapon form, which I'm all just kind of making up and affecting a potentially offensive accent. I apologize if I got anybody all angry. Oh, and height comparison, this figure is pretty big. She is significantly bigger than Piccolo. They're standing right next to each other, and their feet are lined up, and she is an entire head taller than him. Just throwing that out there. And no, that wasn't because the flight stand was lifting her. Like, I was holding him up as if he was the same height. So let us combine the giant super weapon, which consists of these things on her shoulders, the gun, and parts from her backpack. I'm just going to go ahead and do that off camera. And there is the huge combined weapon sword thingy. Ooh. Alright, everything kind of pegs relatively loosely together. This is a construction meant to be taken apart and put back together without damaging anything, so not everything is super tight, but it does hold together well enough as long as you don't look at it too hard. But yeah, like a big combined beam saber type thing with a rather impressive guard that fits into her hand a little bit too loosely, but depending on how you're standing her, it works well enough. I kind of prefer to leave all the glowing bits as part of her armor and just have her wield the rifle, but just for completion's sake for this review, I felt this was kind of important. And as you can see, it's actually overwhelming the weight. Its weight actually overwhelms her shoulder joint a little bit. But, that's a perfectly valid display option if you want to go for it. So that was winning Fumina, Minako Sakai's mobile suit. So, the girl's name is Minato Sakai. There we go. Minato. There we go. I'm probably going to put that in the title, so... yeah, that is a very cute little Robo Girl model kit. And like, if you're a cosplay fetishist or you just like weird esoteric Gundam stuff, then this is probably the thing for you. So yeah, go ahead. You'll have fun building it, and you'll have fun displaying it too. Just remember, be gentle. She's a delicate maiden, and you don't want to be overpowering the plastic, which is made for kits and not rough play. Yeah, that's what you got your Bandai action figure for. Wah 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 hi hui ha hi oh ha hui ha hi ho hi hu ha hi ha.